So Jesus enters this territory of the Gadarenes. It's Gerasenes in the Luke's gospel, but either way. And he meets these two demoniacs, two people who were possessed by a demon. And it was so bad that no one could even travel by that road where they were. Mark's gospel has a very graphic account of this, where they say he screams at night and he bangs rocks against his head. That's kind of the severity of what we're talking about here. But we're dealing with two very dangerous men who Jesus then cast out their demons into these herd of swine. They go and they tell the town what happened to them, how he cast out the demons. The townspeople come out to meet Jesus. Everything seems fine here, but then that very last line in the gospel passage, that as they met Jesus, what did they do? They asked him to leave town. So why would they ask him to leave town? Well, there's really two reasons for it. The one reason is that they're scared out of their minds. Again, as I said many times before, and I think Bishop Barron says this is kind of where I got it from, and it makes sense, that casting out demons and giving sight to the blind and raising the dead, all those things are very scary stuff. It's not oh wow, look at this. This isn't a magic trick here, We're entertained and amused by magicians and illusionists. But when reality, or when we kind of question reality, in the sense of, wait a second, how can somebody give sight to the blind? How can somebody raise somebody to the dead? Those things question what we think is real. And not in an amusement type of way, but like it shakes us to the core. So one of the reasons they could have asked them to leave town was that they're just scared out of their minds. But the other reason could be more of a selfish reason. Jesus just kind of put a big dent into their economy. This was a herd of swine. Somebody, or maybe a group of people, were making a living off this swine. Now, from our Jewish, if we're familiar with the Jewish faith, swine are considered unclean animals, and they're not to come into contact. If you were a Jew coming into a contact with one of these animals, you would be considered unclean, and you would have to go through a ritual cleansing ceremony before you could worship again. That's why even eating pork, was forbidden. So Jesus turns their life upside down, that maybe they were doing something they weren't supposed to be doing in the first place, herding swine. And so part of the conversion process is also a conversion or change of lifestyle, which again, people don't like changes in lifestyles. That's why we're kind of in the economic situation that we're in today, in the sense of, there's a lot of wealthy people, but then there's a lot of poor people being neglected, That requires a change in lifestyle, type of mentality. Whatever the reason is, we're reminded very, very importantly that just the miracles of Jesus aren't enough for conversion. It requires a change of heart, a change of attitude, change of lifestyle. Jesus can raise people from the dead all they want. He can say many words all he wants. But there's a lot of people out there that still reject him, and a lot of people today that still reject him. And I don't know what to do, to be honest with you. If Jesus can't convert them, how can we? Right? Who knows? But we don't give up, we don't stop praying, and we don't stop being a good witness. Because there are many souls out there waiting waiting to meet our Lord. Let us bring him to him, and let us, again, be very open to the will of God in our lives. Sometimes he asks us for a change. Let us be open to God's will, be open to change, and be open to conversion. May God bless you.